What's up, everyone? So, I have to do one piece of paperwork today and then I'm done with work. I'm working right now. Technically, allegedly, I'm taking a little break. I'm gonna eat my burrito. Samita, friend who is, all that bullshit. This is why I tell everyone to get into tech and all that bullshit. Uh, you can do whatever the fuck you want to within reason, as long as you pay your own bills on time, legally, legitly, all that bullshit. I'm not getting into all that bullshit. I'm not judging people, but I will explain why I was doing what I was doing, and also why I say this is Tiffany's fault ultimately. And also, I want to point out, if you need to, Asha can verify this. So, I just need someone. I don't like. I prefer like again. They used to say, or they claim, some bitch tried to tell me I was demisexual, which means I'm so weird. I only want to have sex with people I have an emotional connection with. And I was like, no, that's called being normal. You don't have to like make up things just because you're a bit of a, what's it called? When you're addicted to sex. I was like, if you're a nympho, you're a nympho. I'm not judging you. I just don't see a point. Like, again, me and Asha were having a bit of a discussion about this one time. Sex is kind of sacred. That's why tantric sex is so good and the other shit is so bad. That's the short version of it. That exact same feeling, that emotion I'm talking about, is why Tiffany made Overskin about me, and then because I didn't notice it, she made Teach Me, or whatever the fuck it is, cigarette song. Okay? Now, that's not what I wanted to talk about. Hold on. Oh yeah. My internet bill got paid automatically. Yeah. So, anyways, demisexual bullshit. So apparently I'm the weird one because I'm not opposed to having random sex with strangers. I just want them to be random. I just want them to be strangers I at least form some kind of a bond with. If you're a stranger and I don't form a bond with you, that's fine. We'll swing for the fences next time. That's all. But when I told Tiffany stuff like this is all her fault, this is what I mean. Well, because people do stupid shit like doxing. I've had people actually try to get me fired from jobs for literally no reason, and it doesn't work. Normally they just laugh at you, but because people were doing that, this other bitch who was supposed to be my boss at a job I worked at for like 2 months literally tried to force me to fuck her and date her, and she said if I didn't, she was going to report me as racist. Not Sophia. Sophia thought that Sophia from Booz Allen. I don't mean you. What the problem with Sophia wasn't even Sophia. See? If Sophia would have put me in a room with her and like 2 or 3 other people, that would have been fine. I could have handled that. No. She put me in a room full of like 30 plus people where she was the only chick. 5 of the dudes in there were crushing on her hardcore. One of them was this tall white guy who was like, Sophia, we'll do this project together, me and you, and you'll be and I'll take the lead on it, and you can sign off on it, and all that kind of bullshit. He was like, Sophia, I'll be around you. Sophia, we're gonna have a meeting. It'll be me and you in the lead, Sophia. And I was like, you can hang out with that guy. Obviously, that guy is your simp. I don't want to simp for you. So, she literally changed my job from being remote, or I made it remote, to being in a room full of 30 people, her being the only girl. And I didn't want to cause problems. I just wanted to get paid. So I was like kind of shaken down and like, I was doing my own thing. And she was like, "What are you doing? What's that?" "What?" "Why are you going like that? What are you doing? Are you dancing?" I'm shaking down. You know what? You ever see a boxer shake down? "Come sit by me and tell me all about it." "No, I'm gonna leave. PTO. I quit or fire me, please. Whatever." Because I didn't want to be in that room with everyone else. So retarded. Anyways. There's another bitch. We'll just call her Gloria. Or I think her name might have actually been Gloria. Whatever. I was 38, no, 37 at the time. This bitch was like 52. Okay? I've already had one boss. Okay? I had one boss, allegedly for a government contract, who was the head of HR, pulled me into a meeting alone and offered me $10,000 to fuck her. I said no politely. The next day, I basically got fired, and she tried to deny me my last paycheck, but I got it anyways because that's illegal. This shit actually happens. Okay? Anyways, so this other bitch, not Sophia, this other sister, I don't know what it is, they're obsessed with me. She tried to force me to literally, like, allegedly, on site. She made a pass at me in the break room. Basically was like, "We're here and this whole floor is to ourselves. I cleared out the whole floor. You can fuck me now if you want to." I was like, "I don't want to." And that bitch tried to get me fired. And I didn't plan it this way. Asha is just hot. So they tried to accuse me of being racist and all this bullshit. And I was like, how? What did I do? I didn't call her any names or anything. I didn't do anything to her. She was annoying, but I was trying to be respectful as possible. And then they claimed that basically I asked her out. And I was like, bullshit. And they were like, because you have to have like a reason to go to the cameras. And then I was like, no, well, kind of sort. And then I had to go into the whole thing. How like, well, technically, like they made me go into the whole thing. I was like, well, technically, I'm only like, me and Asha are cool, but like I still want to eventually settle down and start my own family and all that bullshit. It's just that until then, people are people, and I mean, humans have desires and all that bullshit. And then they were like, okay, well, we want to interview her, allegedly. So they interviewed her, and they found out that she was a poly trans who happened to be as hot, if not hotter, than many biological bitches. And they were like, oh, okay, so you were being harassed. You were technically dating someone else who is a trans, and a biological, sister was trying to force you to F her in the break room, and that's why you quit. And I was like, yeah, basically, it was all basically on camera. Okay? But in today's society, okay, they were trying to say, I'm not joking, that because I didn't cheat, the person we're calling Gloria was trying to say I was racist because I didn't want to fuck her in the break room on the job hours. This is why I say shit like the deep state, allegedly, and all that bullshit. And because I'm part white, not even all the way, my mom's from Peru, because I'm part white, they were like, well, it's easier just to believe her and say he's just racist. But because I was able to prove that, at the very least, the most you can say is I'm picky about who I want to share my body with, they couldn't fire me. I actually got a promotion. So, if you really want to know what this weekend was about, I started a brand new job, and in case any old crazy bitch in HR decides that she wants to whatever the fuck and try to get me fired over it, I've got to, because Tiffany's not here, because my soulmate's not here to run, to show everyone that I got an Asian bitch. Well, okay, if they try to pull rank on me and all that bullshit, I like these are the people I hang out with whenever I have free time. So you can't make me do crazy shit I don't want to do and call me racist for it. That's what it was all about. I'm gonna go back to I'm getting paid to study now. I'm gonna be getting paid like $7,000. Not always after taxes, sometimes before taxes, but about $7,000 before taxes every 2 weeks because I study. And because I do basic shit like follow the law. This is the other thing. Like, I'm not judging people for what they do. I'm just trying to, what is it? If you're going to do that, and if I'm going to do this, at least we can find a way to wash it all away so that way everyone wins. Okay? I'm not judging you. I don't want to be judged. I just don't want to be forced by someone in HR to do things I don't want to do or get called names like racist and fired about it. And when you report it, all they do is make you prove that it actually happened so you don't get fired and shit like that, allegedly. Anyways, peace out.